Okay. All right. Let's get into this. Let's get it on. Okay. I want to apologize to my people because I do these videos in not in the weekends. I mean in the weekends, Sundays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Okay, I do one in Spanish at 5 on Saturdays and one in English at 5 and on Sunday. Okay, so today I had to change that because yesterday I didn't get to do any of them. So I did them twice today, the two of them. I did it today. I did the one in Spanish at 5, and I'm doing the one in English right now. Okay, so the thing that we're going to be talking about today live in Boricua Science Nation, live, um, Boricua Squad, Brett Baker, Bomb Squad. There you go. Thanks a lot, my friend, for being here. Great. Welcome to my house, family. Nothing, man. Let's. I just want to salute my people from Puerto Rico and my people from Chicago and the United States as a whole, the greatest nation in the world. Hoorah! Okay, family. Let's just start with this. I want to show you something that Tyson Fury said, and this is coming from a British man. Okay, a British is talking about this. Okay, and it's talking about Tyson Fury who said something. Who says something? Take a look at this. First of all, I want to say to one of the greatest fighters in history, Marvin Hagler, marvelous Marvin Hagler. May he rest in peace, and may his family, uh, uh, um, God give them the strength to go through this because it is hard to lose a family member like this. And this was just just one of the greatest fighters ever family. Okay, so I want to give my respects to him and his family, especially to his family, because they're the ones who are suffering right now. Okay, this was one of the greatest fighters ever. Okay, so once again, um, all my respects. Okay, so let's get to Tyson Fury. Let's get to Tyson Fury. Okay, just listen to what Tyson Fury says here. It's going to be a little bit hard on listening to it because this is I'm doing this live, but he says right here, he says that he's going to have a fair trilogy against Deontay Wilder. So he's admitting that he cheated Deontay Wilder. He's admitting that. Okay, listen to this.
Wow, he just said I could have a fair trilogy against Wilder. That's what we've been saying all along now. Fury has admitted with his own mouth I could have a fair trilogy against Deontay Wilder. You heard it from the horse's mouth, you know what I mean? He knows what he's done. Now, you know, he's basically like the walls are closing in on him. Like he doesn't know what to say no more. Like he's saying like, oh, I want more money against AJ. You know, if I'm gonna fight AJ, you have to give me more money. Apparently, he doesn't want the money. He doesn't want the fame. This guy is crazy, man. Wilder might be next, but last month or the month before that, he was saying, you know, I'm not gonna fight Wilder ever again. He offended my people, the disease. And now he's saying, I wanna fight Wilder again. I told you guys, I've been telling you, we've been telling you, the LDBC's been telling you that this guy is a cheater and a liar. Okay? He's got the audacity, you know, to say like, oh, the chips is offended. And now, look, he's gonna fight and he wants to fight Wilder. And he's talking about behind the scenes. You know, the court stuff is not over. You know what I mean? make jokes.
I'm gonna put I'm gonna put the link of this video so you can watch it. After I finish this live stream, I'm gonna put it down below, okay? So you can watch that video. It is not that long. It's only 5 minutes. But you heard him. You heard this British man, Mo Boxing. This is the name of his page. He's just starting. He's just like me. He's got only 259 subscribers. But he just found something great there, man. I'm telling you, because the guy is just admitting in a few words that he cheated Wilder. So he's going to have a fair trilogy fight against Deontay Wilder, he said. Okay? So I would like to see some of Tyson Fury fans or Deontay Wilder haters come in right now. Come in. Okay? Because when Deontay Wilder says something, these people are all over the place. All over the. Oh, Deontay Wilder said that Tyson Fury scratched his ear with his nails. And that's crazy. Okay. Well, what about what Tyson Fury said right there? What about it? Huh? What about it? Huh? Tyson Fury said, meaning he cheated. He cheated Deontay Wilder. And now he said that he wasn't going to fight Deontay Wilder ever again. Ever again. He told the mediator. And then came the arbitration. And in the arbitration, then he chose, he didn't choose. Maybe the judge told him, you have to fight Deontay Wilder, or you will lose your title, your belt. So there's no fight against Anthony Joshua without a belt. Anthony Joshua said it. Anthony Joshua said that he wasn't going to fight Tyson Fury without a belt. If he was going to fight Tyson Fury, Tyson Fury needed to have a belt. Okay, Tyson Fury needs to have a belt. Not the lineal champion. Nobody cares about that. Only the people who support Tyson Fury, the Deontay Wilder haters, and the media, the sports media, the U.S. They're the only one who cares about the lineal championship. Nobody else cares about it. Because even Deontay Wilder said he didn't want that time, that fictional belt. That invisible belt. Okay? So there's four belts. The WBC, WBO, WBA, and IBF. That's the four belts that they have. Tyson Fury has one that doesn't belong to him. It belongs to Deontay Wilder. Because he cheated Deontay Wilder. And right now you can see him saying, Deontay Wilder could be next. But he can say that today and tomorrow or next week, he could be saying another thing. And right now he's out of shape because he's not training. He said he stopped training. He stopped training. And he's drinking whiskey. I got it right here on Twitter. He was drinking whiskey today. Okay, so he's having fun. So maybe Tyson Fury is gonna be out of action. Okay, he's gonna be out of action. It's gonna happen the same thing that happened after he Klitschko. Tyson Fury might not fight Deontay Wilder again. He might not fight Deontay Wilder again. He may not. He may not. Take a look at this. Take a look at this. Take a look at that face. Take a look at that face. That's not looking good, man. I'm telling you. The guy's not looking good. He's not looking good. The guy is not looking good. Take a look at what it says right here. It says, whiskey on my mind. Whiskey on my mind. Okay? Sunday blues. Here it is. Whiskey on my mind. Sunday blues. And take a look at the bottle halfway. Halfway. The guy, I'm telling you, he's gonna go back to depression He's gonna go back to cocaine. He's gonna go back to all of those things that he was before. But this time he's not looking fat. He's looking skinny. His face is looking like he's not taking care of himself. I'm telling you, the guy's not looking good. Now you see Deontay Wilder just laying back, just having fun, just having the time of his life, because Deontay Wilder has a great family, and he's a family man. He's a man who likes to do things right, the right way. Okay, take a look at the Deontay Wilder. Just take a look at Deontay Wilder right here, laying back. Take a look at him. Oh man, having the time of my life right there, man. Looking good as always, man. Looking good as always. Deontay Wilder hasn't changed. He's the same guy. Tyson Fury is not looking good. I'm telling you, it's not the thing that he's drinking wine or he's drinking alcohol. Nothing. Okay, that's not the thing. The thing is that you see his face and you can see that he's not looking good. He's not looking good. Tyson Fury is looking like he's not having a good time. I'm telling you, if the guy wanted to get away from Deontay Wilder because he knows he cheated Deontay Wilder, he knows that. He knows that. All of his fans, all of the Deontay Wilder haters were only looking for a man to beat Deontay Wilder. That's it. If Deontay Wilder beat anyone who Deontay Wilder beat was a bum. If Deontay Wilder had beaten Tyson Fury would have been another bum. Okay? Oh, Tyson Fury came back from drugs and he was real fat and he was this and he was that. He wasn't in condition to fight Deontay Wilder, and Deontay Wilder. That was the reason Deontay Wilder beat him. Come on, man. Just let's be real, man. Let's be real, okay? Let's be real. Oh man, this coffee is great. Look, man, I'm telling you something. Tyson Fury doesn't want to fight Deontay Wilder. I don't think he's going to fight Deontay Wilder. He's saying that right now, but maybe next week he's going to say another thing, or maybe next week they're going to come up with something. Because right now, even Bob Bottom is angry. Bob Bottom. Just take a look at this. Take a look at this. Tyson Fury. Let's see if we can get the. Let's see. Oh my God! Take a look at this. Westgate Warrior, both in a hospital in Las Vegas, 19. Okay. Tonight, this was 6 May. This was the same picture that I showed you. There's one right here. It is okay, this is Twitter. Well, okay, let me go back. Let me go back. Okay, what happened here? Moving from Google to okay. Google. Just started his tweets. Videos. Let's watch the videos. Let's see. We have right here. I want to get the one that where Bob Bottom is saying. Bob Bottom is saying that like f the fans, because the fans are pressuring to get the fight, and Bob Bottom is saying f the fans. Let me see if I put over the Bob Bottom. Let me see. Bob Bottom. Bob Bottom. And let's see if we can get that here. Not the same if you get it in the computer than if you get it here. Okay, so right here, videos. This was 8 November 8th. Let's get it here. Movies, videos. Bo Bottom, we hope to start having fights in June. Okay, okay. Bo Bottom goes off on Showtime like a savage. Okay. Bo Bottom interview. Oh, it's not here. But I'm gonna get it for my next video. When I do my next video, I'm gonna get that and I'm gonna show it to you where he says, "F the fans," because the fans are pressuring them to make the Joshua fight. But the Joshua fight can't happen. It just can't happen. He's got to fight Deontay Wilder first. So he's angry. He's angry because he was one of the he was the main guy saying that the Deontay Wilder team had nothing. They had no case because the contract has expired, and if the contract expires, then there's no break. There's no chance for Deontay Wilder's team to do anything. Right now, he was wrong. He was dead wrong, and he's angry. He's angry because he knows that he's gonna have to make that fight. He's gonna have to make that fight happen. Look, man, Deontay Wilder is such a nice guy. He's such a nice guy because right now, maybe Anthony Joshua doesn't want to give this guy, Tyson Fury, a 50-50 split. Okay? Deontay Wilder gave this guy a 50-50 split in both fights. In both fights. When the first fight was a draw, Deontay Wilder waited for this guy because this guy signed the contract with Top Rank and Bob Arum, and then he went to fight two tune-up fights against two unknown undefeated fighters, and Deontay Wilder waited for him. You never heard Deontay Wilder talking about the contract expires. Deontay Wilder said, "Okay, go ahead, make your fights. I'm gonna wait for you." Deontay Wilder just did everything. Just let this guy do everything this guy wanted. Okay, just to fight the best because he was considered one of the best. But right now, how can we just say that Tyson Fury is one of the best when Tyson Fury is known to be a cheater? And now there's plenty of evidence of that. Plenty of evidence. Okay, so nobody can defend this guy. Nobody. You cannot defend this guy because we all know he's a cheater. And right now he's saying that I'm going to fight a fair fight in the 30th fight against Deontay Wilder. What else do you need to know? What else do you need to know? Tell me. Tell me. I'm telling you, if this fight doesn't happen, when the years pass, if we get to let's say 20 more years, and Deontay Wilder is just long time retired, Tyson Fury, Joshua, they're gonna be saying that I'm saying today. Tyson Fury cheated Deontay Wilder because he never wanted to fight Deontay Wilder again. If people are saying and even Deontay Wilder is saying he cheated me, then the thing that he needs to do is just go ahead and fight Deontay Wilder again so he can show the world he didn't cheat. How can he go, oh, he offended me, people, I'm not going to fight him again because he's going to be cheated. Man, worse things call people, some people to other people, and even boxers. Sometimes they tell them things about their wives. Sometimes they call them gay. Sometimes they call them many names. So for a man to call you a cheater is nothing. It's nothing. The only thing you need to do is come out and just show the world that you didn't cheat and beat him again. Easy, as you said, because you're saying all the time, I beat that to Baldo easy. That was an easy, and I'm gonna smash him again, and I'm gonna beat him again, and again, easier next time. I'm gonna beat Deontay Waldo, and I'm gonna go fight Anthony Joshua twice, 2 fights against the Anthony Joshua. That's what you were saying last June, of last year. You said that there's the video. Okay, so why not? Why not make the fight against Deontay Wilder? Now Tyson Fury is saying, oh, but I'm sorry. Oh, but I've been, I'm out of shape. I haven't been fighting for so long. You haven't been fighting because you don't want to fight. You could have had the fight against Deontay Wilder a long time ago. A long time ago. In July, in October, in December, in February. All of those schedules were changed by your team, by you and your team, because the one who said that didn't want to fight without fans was Tyson Fury, not Deontay Wilder. Oh, Deontay Wilder was quiet, better, much better. When you get caught by the police, the first thing they tell you is everything you say will be used against you in the court of law. So right now, this is being used against Tyson Fury in the court of law. Tyson Fury said that he didn't want to fight without fans, and there were people fighting because Errol Spence fought against Danny Garcia. Canelo Alvarez fought 2 times. One time against Caleb Smith. The other time against Anthony Children. Even there were many fights. Many fights. Edgar Berlanga fought 3 times last year. 3 times. Teofimo Lopez fought Lomachenko. There were many fights. Many fights. So how can you tell me? How can you tell me that you didn't want to fight without fans? That's what the judge is going to tell him. The judge is going to tell him. But there were people fighting. Oh, but we needed to fight because it is me. I'm so famous. I need to have my fans there with me. No, it's not like that. It's not like that. If you want to fight, you just fight. Okay? If you don't want to fight, you don't fight. Forget about the fans. Forget about everything. There's a pay-per-view. In Errol Spence against Danny Garcia put 16,000 fans in the Cowboy Stadium. In a stadium where you can put from 60 to 70 fans. Imagine how many Deontay Wilder could have get against Tyson Fury. More than 20,000 maybe. Because they broke a live record in the MGM of almost 20,000. So they were gonna have fans. So it was Tyson Fury who didn't want to fight. He was looking for a way out. He was looking for a way out. He couldn't find it. He couldn't find it. Deontay Wilder didn't let this guy get off the hook, man. Deontay Wilder didn't let this guy get off the hook. He took him to court, and right now it is paying off. It is paying off because you heard him right there that there were things happening behind closed doors that nobody knew about. And those things happening behind closed doors are the things that are happening in the arbitration between the two of them. Okay, so it is simple, It is simple. Just fight Deontay Wilder. If you beat Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury, you go ahead and fight Anthony Joshua. If you beat Deontay Wilder again, fair and square, like you said, fair. We're gonna have a fair trilogy. You, Tyson Fury said that. I got it right there. I have showed it already. If somebody wants me to show it again, I could show it again. He said that. I could fight Deontay Wilder again for a third time, and we were going to have a fair trilogy. He said that. That's what he said. We're going to have a fair trilogy. If you're going to have a fair trilogy against Deontay Wilder, now that's if you beat Deontay Wilder in a fair trilogy, then you could go ahead and fight Anthony Joshua. You just honored your word. Okay, you honored your contract. That's all we want. That's all we want. Like the anti-Wilder fans that we are, all we want is for you to fight the anti-Wilder again and honor your contract, just like the anti-Wilder did with you in the second fight. Because the anti-Wilder could have said in the first, let's say the anti-Wilder said, "Ah, no, I knocked this guy out in the first fight. The referee saved him. I'm not going to fight him again. I'm not going to fight him. I knock him out. I'm not going to fight him." Even if everybody would go against Deontay Wilder, attacking him, saying, "Oh, Deontay Wilder's talking Tyson Fury because he knows he lost that fight." I don't care. I beat him. I knock him out, and I knocked his ass out, his ass down twice, and I'm the champion. And the fight was a close fight. I won that fight. I'm not gonna fight him again. But no, Deontay Wilder said, "No, let's run it again. Let's run it again. Let's make this fight happen again. Let's make this fight happen again." And Deontay Wilder waited for him. And he made two tune-up fights. And Deontay Wilder fought two guys, two better guys. He fought his mandatory Brazil, who lasted 7 rounds against Anthony Joshua, and he fought Luis Ortiz again because people were saying, "Oh, he got safe against Luis Ortiz because the referee gave him more time." See, the referee gave me more time. Okay, let's make it again. Let's make the fight again. Then the haters and the haters were saying, "Oh, he doesn't have to fight Luis Ortiz again because he already beat him." But if Deontay Wilder would have fight Luis Ortiz again, to this day, people will be saying the same thing. "Oh, he beat Luis Ortiz, but the referee saved him. The referee gave him more time so he could recuperate himself." We all know that. We all know that Deontay Wilder did what he had to do. He fought the guy again, and he beat him fair and square and clearly, clearly. Okay, so let's start with this nonsense that Deontay Wilder hasn't fought nobody because nobody wants to fight Luis Ortiz. Not even right now. Not even right now. The guy's 41 right now, and nobody wants to fight him. Nobody. Deontay Wilder fought him twice, and they were tough fights and fair fights. So that's it. This guy needs to honor the contract. He needs to honor his word to fight Deontay Wilder again. And just stop whining. Stop whining. And just stop drinking and take care of yourself and do the things the right way, Tyson Fury. And don't go back to depression. Don't go back to all the things that you were before, because that is just gonna destroy boxing. And we need guys like Tyson Fury in boxing. He's a salesman, He's a salesman. The guy sells. Just like Deontay Wilder sells. They're two salesmen. And it is great to see these two guys going back and forth. It is great to see them. But we need a fair fight. Just like Tyson Fury said right there. We're gonna have a fair trilogy. He said it. He said it. I'm not the one saying it. He said it. I have it right there. If anyone wants to see it, I can show it to you. Okay. I wanted to touch on something else. That this video is not about that, but I had this guy in my comment section because I made a video of I made a video of Edgar Berlanga and Gay Rosado. Okay, so I made that video, and the guy came to my live to my video to my comment section, and he was saying this. He said this first. He said, "Let's see, Edgar. Just like I don't know why he's saying that because do I talk like that? I don't know. Okay, Berlanga has so far ducked Kevin Newman. Kevin Newman. I'm going to show you who Kevin Newman is. He ducked Mario Casares. Mario Casares. Do you know who Mario Casares is? I'm going to show you. He ducked Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Okay. Okay. Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. He can still fight him this year. You know. And he ducked Gay Rosado. Okay. And David Benavides. Okay. He Gay Rosado, he offered him to fight. He offered him a fight in June. In June, okay. And Gay Rosado said no because Gay Rosado wants to fight Jaime Munguia. He wants to fight Jaime Munguia because Jaime Munguia is going to get him better fights. But the guy who's going to get him much more money is going to be Edgar Berlanga. And Gay Rosado is 35 years old and has 13 losses. So this is a guy who has to be thinking, who needs to be thinking about retiring already, you know, and about getting a big bat, a big bat. Carlos Peña, Daniel, God bless you. God bless you too, Carlos. Welcome to my house, Calito. Calito Way. That's my brother. That's my blood brother. Okay. So it is what it is. You know, he offered him the fight, and I have the video right here. I'm going to show it to you. I have the video right here. This guy said something else later. Then he said the Gators up. Never seen a bunch of grown up men because there were some other guys from my side. You know, I'm calling this guy out. Grown up men who are so in love with a guy like this before. I don't know what this guy's talking about. He's just talking homosexual things there. Kind of weird. You're the weird one. This guy's name is Kenneth Weiss. Where's Kenneth Weiss? Hey, Kenneth Weiss, could you come to my live stream right now? Let's talk about this, Kenneth Weiss. Wise guy. Okay, so Kenneth Weiss said that it is weird. It is weird for you to be a fan or a boxer. It is weird. I didn't think so. If you ask me, if I ask him, Edgar fan base is shrinking. I don't know what this guy is talking about. I'm telling you, because of all of his mouth running and poor quality opponents, I'm sure you've seen it for yourself on the many of the other good boxing channels. The many good the channels that he agrees with. Gay Rosado wants a belt versus a fight with someone like Edgar who has nothing to offer. Can you blame him? Yes, I can blame him because I'm going to show you something right now. I'm going to show this Kenneth Weiss. I'm going to show this. I don't want to call him this, you know, but he's a clown. This guy is a clown. He's a clown. I want to show this guy something right here. I want to show this guy something right here. Listen to this.
Pero ahora mismo estoy pensando en Munguía. Pero Munguía. Venciendo a Munguía abre las puertas, también la bolsa sería mucho más grande que aquí cubierta blanco. Pero sí, pero creo que ya la verdad le gano a Jaime. Entonces, para mí creo que eso abre la puerta para una pelea contra Colombia en una revancha.
Okay, let me just translate what he said. It is a Mexican interviewing him. It is a Mexican, okay? Jaime Munguia is Mexican, okay? And this Mexican told him Jaime Munguia would open more doors for you. But it would be a much bigger back against Edgar Berlanga. And then he said, I know, but Jaime Munguia, you know, if I beat Jaime Munguia, then I could go and fight Triple G, you know, Triple G because he wants to avenge the loss he has against Triple G. He wants to avenge it, avenge that fight. He needs to avenge 13 losses that he has. He has lost 13 times. And he's not a bad fighter. I'm not saying he's a bad fighter. Okay, he's a good fighter. He's an experienced fighter. That is why Edgar Berlanga wants to give him a chance, because Edgar Berlanga wants to prove himself against fighters like this who are experienced and who can take a punch, who could go more rounds against him. And he wants to fight these guys. He offered this guy to fight in the Puerto Rican parade weekend. It's gonna be crazy. I'm telling you. In June 12th, he said no, because he's looking for a title shot. I think he just went through that. He has to go down and fight this guy, Jaime Munguia. He has to go down because he's a super middleweight. And Jaime Munguia is a middleweight. So he's a super middleweight. Edgar Berlanga is a super middleweight. Where would you go down when you're just in a division and you're gonna get a bigger, much bigger back? That's what this Mexican said. That's what this Mexican said. Okay, he was a Mexican, and he knows that Edgar Berlanga is a star already. It's a star, and in New York, in the Madison Square Garden, in the Puerto Rican weekend parade, it's gonna be packed. If this pandemic is controlled, and I think it's gonna be, the Madison Square Garden is gonna be packed. It's gonna be the main event. He's gonna fight a guy who right now is just moving up. And this clown is saying that Edgar Berlanga is losing his fan base. What? I mean, what? Man, I don't understand these people, man. I don't understand the haters, man. I don't understand this kind of clowns who just go out to talk against some people like the anti Wilder haters. I really don't understand the haters, man, because in Edgar Belanga's last fight, he had more than a million more viewers than in the two main event fights, the main event and the co-main event. He had a million more viewers. The main event was Shakur Stevenson, and the co-main event was Verdejo against a Chinese guy, a Japanese guy, I don't know. That Verdejo lost. It was a great fight. And those two fights had a million viewership, just over a million. And the fight and the Belanga fight against Ulises Sierra had over 2 million viewership. So this guy is telling me that his fan base is going down. That guy's he's got some issues, man. I'm telling you. He's talking about weird. He's talking about weird. I think he's the weird. He's the weird man. He's the weird guy. Because Edgar Berlanga is good. Edgar Berlanga can't fight all of these guys at the same time. Take a look at the guys he's mentioning. Take a look at the guy he's mentioning. Take a look at this. Okay. The first one he mentions was this guy, Kevin Newman. Kevin Newman. Take a look at this guy. Take a look at that record. 11 wins, 6 by knockout, and 2 losses. Do you really think Edgar Berlanga is avoiding this guy? Do you really think Edgar Berlanga is avoiding this guy? If Berlanga beats this guy, they're gonna say, "Man, that was a bomb, man." Edgar Berlanga beat a bomb. And take a look at the other one. This guy, 12 wins and 5 knockouts. And this guy is one of the dirtiest fighters ever as well. Just like Tyson Fury. The guy's real dirty. He beat Julio Cesar Chavez. Is the only decent fighter he has beat, and it was by a headbutt. He was real dirty, man, real dirty. I'm gonna show you the guys he has fought before fighting Chavez. Mario Casas. Take a look at this. Before fighting Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Take a look at this. Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. is the only guy who has a pretty good record. He fought a guy 9-8. Another guy 13-14. Another guy 6-19. Another guy 6-7. Another guy 0-1. Another guy who's 5-14. Another guy 1-1. The other one 0-1. The other one debut. A debut. That guy was the first time. The other one 9-10. And the first fight of his career was against a guy who was 0-10. Take a look at that. Take a look at that. And you're telling me the Edgar Belang is fighting bombs, but he has a record of 175 and 67 losses. Okay, that is his opponent's combined record. If you look for he has a better resume than Canelo Alvarez, than Jaime Munguia, than David Benavides, than Mike Tyson, than all of these guys. You can look for anyone. It's going to be real hard for you to find a guy who has a better resume than Edgar Berlanga in his first 16 fights. And the greater thing is, Edgar Berlanga has knocked out all of them in the first round. In the first round, man. In the first round, come on. If you put the records, the 16 first opponents of Jaime Munguia and the first 16 opponents of Canelo Alvarez, they would not get to the record of Edgar Berlanga. I'm gonna put it right here. I think it was 65. I think the record, the first 16 opponents of Canelo were 72 and 65. I think it was something like that. Something like that. I may be off by in the losses by a couple. But take a look at this. 9-5, 14 right here. 15, 1, 4, 8, 124 and okay, 124. It would be 124. Okay, let's just do this. To do it more clearly. Okay, 5, 2, so it's 3 right here, and 100. Okay, 100. 123 wins. This is the records of the opponents combined of Canelo Alvarez and Jaime Munguia. The two of them together against Edgar Berlanga. They don't get to 175 like Edgar Berlanga. Their losses are 8 plus 6, 15. Okay. 16. Take a look at this, man. More losses than win. And I may be off in the losses because I think Canelo Alvarez had less losses. I think, but take a look at this. They have combined between Canelo Alvarez and Jaime Munguia combined, their opponents combined. They have a record of 123 and 164 losses. They have more losses than wins. Much more. Edgar Berlanga by himself has 175 wins and 67 losses. His record combined, his opponents combined. If you put all their opponents' records combined, you're gonna get that. So this is embarrassing, man. I'm telling you, it is embarrassing for these guys. Canelo Alvarez and Jaime Munguia together. I don't take anything away from at least Canelo Alvarez, who's a proven fighter. He's a proven fighter. He started like that maybe because he was younger. Okay, he was younger. He didn't have a amateur a large amateur career like Edgar Berlanga did. You know, but still, if you compare the opponents, you cannot say that Edgar Berlanga was fighting bumps or is fighting bumps because he's fighting much better fighters with much better records than this guys when this guy started. Okay, so Edgar Berlanga, the only thing Edgar Berlanga needs to prove, the only thing he needs to prove is that he can go more rounds. That's the only thing. Because we all know that he can hit. We all know that he's got punching power. And there was this other guy saying, "Oh, he got knocked out 7 times in amateur." It's not the same thing, man. It's not the same thing. When he gets hit in his chin, in his glass chin, he's gonna get knocked out. So he hasn't been hit. So all other fighters that he has fought are just entered the ring with their hands down, just let Edgar Blanca hit him in the face and knock him out. I don't think he has he has been hit. He has been hit. Okay, I guess he had. I guess he has. He has been hit a couple of times. Okay, maybe not as hard like if he's fighting a Benavides, who I don't think has a great punching power because he fought this Ronald Ellis, and this guy lasted him 11 rounds. And if you see the face of Benavides, it was all bruises. Take a look at this. Take a look at this. Take a look at the face of Benavides. I was thinking about, man, this guy can't be beat by by he can't be beat by Canelo or Jermaine Charlo, but I think he can. Take a look at his face.
I mean, I rated pretty good, but I know I could have did better, man.
Take a look at his face.
Tough competitor, man, and I just hope the fans like what they see. Do a lot of combinations, pushes, punches. They like to see.
Take a look at all those bruises in his face against against a guy who had a record of 18 wins, 12 by knockout, 12 by knockout, and 1 loss and 2 draws. And now Edgar Berlanga is fighting a guy who has 23 fights, 23 wins, 20 by knockout. Okay, he has more knockouts than this guy had wins. Okay, the guy who Edgar Berlanga is fighting right now, Demon Nickerson, he has more knockouts than this guy, Ronald Ellis, had against in wins. 18 wins and 12 knockouts. The only difference is that this guy, Ronald Ellis, had never been knocked out before. He had 1 loss, but it was by decision. But if you take a look at his opponents, they're not a big thing, you know. If you're gonna get knocked out, you have to fight greater opposition, you know, greater opposition. And this guy fought him, and this guy had Edgar Berlanga opponent, the one he's fighting right now, Devin Nicholson, has 3 losses and 2 by knockout. That's the difference, you know. That's the difference. And he has, I think, 1 draw. So that's the difference. But if you're talking about punching power, the guy has punching power. And how about if this guy cuts Edgar Berlanga with a good punch? Now we're gonna see if this guy touches Edgar Berlanga a couple of times in this fight, and Edgar Berlanga takes his punch pretty good. You can say that Edgar Berlanga should take a punch because you're not gonna tell me that a guy who has 23 fights and 20 by knockout can't punch. Okay, so the guy can't punch. Oh, but he's a bum because he's fighting Edgar Berlanga. Because just because he's fighting Edgar Berlanga, he's a bum. Maybe Edgar Berlanga could knock him out in the first round because the guy has been knocked out already. Okay, and when Edgar Berlanga touches him, the guy will go down. Maybe I don't know. Boxing is crazy, you know. I put me. That's why he put that there. You know, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. It took David Benavidez 11 rounds to knock out this guy, and you saw his face. So I think I didn't think this before. I thought he was the best 168 pounder, but if Jermall Charlo, I think it is, comes up to the 168 division, he could beat him because Jermall Charlo is much better than that guy. Has power, has more fights, has fought better opposition, much better opposition, much better. And the guy could fight. He could box. He's tall. He's taller. This guy was 5'10". Charlo is 6 feet tall, so he can make the weight. And right now, Charlo is saying that he's going to go up and fight him after watching this. He was making fun of David Benavidez. He was making fun of him because of his performance against this guy. So you're gonna tell me that after watching David Benavidez fighting the way he did it, he fought good. You know, it was a good fight, and Benavidez throws punches and punches. He throws a lot of punches, but he doesn't have a great punching power. He just doesn't have it. You know, he doesn't have the punching power that some people say he has. Because I'm telling you, if he had that punching power with all those punches that he threw in that fight, it was for him to knock out this guy. Knock out this guy early in the fight, early. So I think Canelo Alvarez has a great chance of beating David Benavidez. It's going to be a great fight, but Canelo Alvarez could beat him. And even Charlo could beat him as well. And I didn't think this before, but after watching him against this guy, I think he's beatable. He's beatable by any of these guys, and more by Edgar Berlanga when Edgar Berlanga comes up. Because Edgar Berlanga, let's say, goes after Chavez and offers him the fight. Now he's going to fight Chavez. Let's see if Chavez it takes the fight. I think Chavez will take it because Chavez has nothing to lose. You know, he has nothing to lose, and he has 4 losses. Okay, 4 losses. Gabe Rosado has 13 losses, and it is a real hard guy to knock out. Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. So if Edgar Berlanga goes in and knocks out Chavez Jr. Let's say in the first 5 or 6 rounds, that is great for him. It is great for him. But that Kevin Newman and that other this other guy Casares, man, those guys are a joke, man. Mario Casares, man, 12-5 knockouts, 11-6 knockouts and 2 losses. Take a look at this, man. Just take a look at this. Just don't come to me with jokes, man. Don't come to me with clowning, man. Just let's talk serious, man. Let's talk serious. When we talk boxing, I like to talk serious. That's why I tell, and I'm gonna go back to Tyson Fury because Tyson Fury just doesn't know what to do. You know, the guy has 1,000 excuses, man. 1,000 excuses. The guy says one thing today, he says another thing next week, and then the other week says another thing. So nobody knows. So I really think he's not going to fight Deontay Wilder. He's not going to fight Deontay Wilder. He's not going to fight Anthony Joshua. I think this guy's going to retire. This guy is not. He's not ready. He's not going to be ready to fight nobody. And Bob Arum is going to lose money again with this guy, and everybody's going to lose. Everybody, because now it goes back to Deontay Wilder. If this guy drops the belt, let's say this guy drops the belt, or he gets stripped of the belt, then Deontay Wilder would have to fight the top contender. Let's say it's Dillian White. Let's say it's I don't know, some other guy. I don't know who is right there. And Deontay Wilder beats the guy and gets back his belt. And then to make the fight against Anthony Joshua, do you think that's going to be easy? It hasn't been easy till now. So if it hasn't been easy, it's going to be harder now because then now Anthony Joshua is going to say, "Oh, he lost against Tyson Fury," even when he knows that Tyson Fury cheated Deontay Wilder because he knew that. He knew that. So he's not going to be willing to give Deontay Wilder. If you want to fight me, I'm going to give you 70-30. 70-30. If you want to fight me. Maybe Deontay Wilder will take it to make the fight happen. Maybe he will take because he was going to take. He was going to take. I think it was 14 million or 17 million, something like that, to fight him in the UK. And then these people found a excuse to get away from Deontay Wilder, and they fought on Povetkin because they needed to fight Povetkin because it was a mandatory. But everybody says that a undisputed fight just goes over that, you know. It was an undisputed fight. Okay, so an undisputed fight, it was going to be an undisputed fight. So he could have fought on Deontay Wilder and forget about the mandatory. He didn't want to fight. He didn't want to fight. Okay, so that's the thing. Let's see what happens. But the heavyweight division could be great, man. I'm telling you, it could be great. Yeah, I want Deontay Wilder to knock out Dillian White. That is a dream for me, man. That is a dream that I have. I have a dream. I have a dream. I want to see Deontay Wilder knocking out Dillian White. I want Deontay Wilder to knock out Dillian White. That big mouth, man. That guy got knocked out in the ugliest way possible, in the most embarrassing way against an old man, Povetkin, and he's still talking. And he's still talking shit. So I would love to see Deontay Wilder fight that guy. I would love it. And I guess we're gonna get to see it. That is if Dillian White wants to fight him, because you sometimes you see some fighters talking a lot, but when it comes to the time where you can get the fight, then they will, oh no, I'm not gonna fight him because he's not giving me the money that I want. Then they're gonna go like, no, I'm gonna fight you, but you gotta pay me. You gotta give me 40%. Maybe Deontay Wilder will do it because did you see Deontay Wilder, man? Deontay Wilder this guy is a warrior, man. He just wants to fight. He's got money already. He's got money already. But let's hope that we can see the fight against Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. Let's hope that Tyson Fury just stop with the excuses and stop with the whining and with the wine and drinking wine and just let's pray that he doesn't go back to depression and goes back to cocaine and goes back to doing crazy things that it just takes him out of boxing. It definitely, because he's not going to get another chance. I'm telling you, he's not going to get another chance. Okay, so that's all I have for people. Okay, I just got to the hour, and that's all I make because I still don't have many subscribers, And today, this was a thing that I had to do. I had to do this video late because I didn't make any video yesterday, and I had to make them both today. I made the one in Spanish at 5, and I made this one at 10, 11 o'clock here in Puerto Rico. It is 12 o'clock. It is midnight right now in Puerto Rico. Okay, my people. So I love you all like always. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Boricua Science Nation. My name is Daniel Peña. Don't forget to comment, like, and share. Just hit that notification bell so you can get all the notifications and follow me on Twitter, my people. Okay. Thanks a lot for watching. God bless Israel. God bless the United States of America. And God bless you all, my people. I will see you in my next video. Okay. Later.